In this episode, I'm going to show you 3 reasons why I absolutely love the new DJI Osmo Mobile, specifically Motion Lapse. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Exploring Photography. I'm Mark Wallace and this is the new DJI Osmo Mobile 2. It's an absolutely wonderful gimbal. It allows you to make sure that your phone stays nice and steady so you can get perfectly smooth video. But in addition to that, you can also shoot panoramas and stills and selfies. You can do motion tracking with this, so you can use it to track either yourself or something else that's moving. It's really an amazing device for storytelling, but there are 3 things about it that I really want to highlight because I absolutely love them. And the first is the price. This ships for just under $130 US, which is sort of mind-blowing. So in the past, professional gimbals like this would cost you upwards of $1,000 or more. So now just 130 bucks you can get this. The second thing, this is a revamp of the original Osmo Mobile. And what they've done is they've simplified the controls on the gimbal itself. They've made the materials, they've used a different set of materials so it's lighter. The battery is 15 hours. It lasts for an entire day. In fact, this battery will outlast your smartphone. And so what they've done is they've even included a USB port so you can charge your phone from the gimbal, which is pretty amazing. And then they've simplified the controls on the actual gimbal itself. And so there's a little thumb pad here that allows you to move the gimbal around left and right, up and down to track your shots or set up time-lapse videos. There's a zoom on the side to zoom in and out if you're using digital zoom. There's a mode button to switch modes, and then there's an on-off to start and stop recording, and that's about it. You can also mount your smartphone either horizontally like this or vertically if you're going to be using this to tell Instagram stories or use it where it needs to be vertical. You can do live broadcasting, all kinds of stuff. This is really an amazing device. But what I want to talk to you and show you how to do today is to use this to create a very special kind of time-lapse videos. These are called Hyperlapse. That's when you're actually tracking something and moving and creating a time-lapse video all at once. And motion lapse, that's where you put this on a stationary tripod and then you use the gimbal to add motion to your time-lapse video. It's really pretty awesome and easy to do, incredibly easy to do. Well, what you'll need if you're doing motion lapse or time-lapse is you need to add a tripod. So I'm going to use this little Cullmann travel tripod. It's very inexpensive. I've included a link to this in the description of this video so you can see exactly how much this is. I think it's 30 bucks. I forgot. It's really inexpensive. But once you put your gimbal on a tripod, what you can do is you can start adding motion. So in motion lapse, you can say, hey, here's the start point, here's the stop point, and then it will actually make a time-lapse video between those 2 points. You can do up to 5 points. So instead of talking about this, let me show you how to do it. We'll start with hyperlapse. So let me show you how that works. The first thing I'm going to do is click hyperlapse mode. I'm going to get some options. I'll leave my interval at ½ a second and set my duration for 10 minutes. I'm going to film for 10 minutes, ½ a second shot every ½ second. Then I'm going to frame my shot. And once that's done, I'm going to hit start. Now I'm going to draw a little square around the statue to start active tracking. Now notice I got that wrong the first time. That's okay. I'll just redraw the square. And now I'm locked on to this little statue. And what that means is as I'm walking around the statue, or whatever it is I'm actively tracking, the Osmo is going to make sure that stays in the center of the frame. And so I can just walk to the side, and as I'm going, that's going to keep things focused. Now, if I want to regain manual control for whatever reason, for example, I know I have some objects that are going to interfere on the left, I can just click the little exit in the lower left-hand corner to shut that off. So I'm going to click that right now, and now I have manual control again, and then I'll just zip over here, climb the steps, and continue with my shot. Now, I can also active track things that aren't really objects, like the end of this sidewalk. So I've dragged the box on the end of the sidewalk. I'm getting an error message saying the subject's too small, I need to get closer. But that's okay. I'm not even going to retry. As I get closer, active track clicks onto the end of the sidewalk. It keeps that centered as I continue on the path. So here is what my entire shot looks like. Hyperlapse is pretty cool, but Motionlapse is even easier. Let me show you how that works. I'm going to start by choosing Motionlapse. That's the mode I want to use. Then I need to say where to start this. So I'm going to move the gimbal using my thumb pad and click the blue square to set the A point, the beginning point. I'm going to move the gimbal again to the second point, hit the blue square, that sets the B point. Move the gimbal using my thumb pad to the last point. I'll hit the little blue square, and that sets my third point, A, B, and C. Now I can click Next, and I'm going to set my parameters. So I'm going to shoot every half second, and I think I'll set this for about 5 minutes. And you can see at the very bottom, it'll tell me how long that's going to be. So that's going to give me a 20-second video. Then I hit Start, the gimbal starts moving and starts recording, and here's what it looks like. Well, Hyperlapse and Motionlapse are a lot of fun. They're just 2 more tools in the storyteller's toolbox. If you're a storyteller, you absolutely want to check out the Osmo Mobile 2. It can really take you to the next level in your storytelling game. Well, thanks so much for joining me for this episode of Exploring Photography. Make sure you check me out on Instagram, and I will see you again next time.